Hello everyone, you are welcome back to this class. How are you today? So in today's video, we want to look at multiplication of decimals by multiples of 10. In the last video, we looked at multiplication of whole numbers by multiples of 10. But today's video, we're going to be looking at decimal. So before we move to multiples of 10, we have to look at how do we multiply decimals by 10 power of 10, 10, 100, and 1000. So that's what we're going to start with before we move to multiples of 10, multiplying decimals by multiples of 10. All right, so let's get started with this. So the first part is this, multiplying decimals by 10. So to multiply a decimal by 10, we move the decimal point, one place to the right. We're going to move the decimal point one place to the right. So how do we do that? If you look at what we have here, this is 5.82. 5.82 times 10. So we only have one zero beside 10. And what we're going to do is that we're going to move the decimal point that we have here, we move it one place to the right. So that is why we have it to be after 8. So the answer is going to be 58.2. I hope this is very clear. You can see, once you are given this type of question, it's very easy for you to know, okay, just use your eyes to move it to the right and say your answer instantly without holding your pen to give your answer. I hope this is clear. All right, so that is that on that. Let's look at another example. Another one, we're multiplying decimals by 100. So since we have two zeros beside 100, we move it two places to the right. We move the decimal point two places to the right. So that means you just move it twice. So it's going to be 1, 2. So that's going to be point here, then 0. So that's going to be 582. I hope this is clear, right? Okay, so that is that on that. So let's move to the next one. You multiply by 1000. So this is where we have to look at very well. So we're moving it 3 times. We're moving it 3 times. So that means we have 5.82. So we are going to move it 1, 2, 3. So you can see that we don't have any number here. We're going to add 0 to it. So that's why it's going to be 5820. Because we have two decimal places here, 2 digits after the decimal point. So to make it 3, we add 0. So that's why we have it to be that. I believe this is very clear to you. All right, that is that on multiplying decimals by power of 10. Just take note of the rule. So when you're multiplying by 10, you're going to move the decimal point one place to the right. When you multiply by 100, you move the decimal point twice, two places to the right. And if it's by 1000, you move it 3 times to the right. So if it is by 10,000, that means you're going to move it what? 4 times to the right, and so on and so forth. I hope that is clear, right? Okay, so the next is now to look at multiples of 10, or multiplying decimals by multiples of 10, and multiples of 100. So we're looking at two things now, multiples of 10 and multiples of 100. So how do we do that? It's so easy as well too. So multiplying decimal by multiples of 10. So to multiply by, so multiples of 10, we've discussed that in our last video. So that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You'll be adding 10, 10, 10, 10. All right. So it will continue like that. So what you're going to do, you're going to multiply by 10 first, then by 2, 3, so 4. It depends on the multiples of 10 you have there. So this is it. We have multiply 7.35 by 30. So you see this 30 is divided into 2. That is 10 times 3 gives us 30, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to multiply by 10 first. The base multiples of 10 is 3 tenths. That's 30. 3 tenths is 30. So when you multiply by 10, we have done how to multiply by power of 10, by 10, 100, and so on and so forth. So in that case, so we're going to move these decimal points a place to the right, that is going to turn it towards 73.5, then times 3. So we now use 3 to multiply everything that we have here now. So 3 times 5 is 15, you write 1. 3 times 3 is 9, you add 1, that's 10, it remains 1. Then 3 times 7 is 21, 21 plus 1 is 22. So, and that is all. So let me do that again so you can understand what I'm trying to say. We have 73.5 times 3. So you just multiply it and put your decimal. This is 15, carry 1 plus z, that's going to be 10. So the decimal point, don't forget you put it. 3 times 7, that is 21 plus 1, 22. That's how we got 220.5. I hope this is clear, right? Okay, that is that on this. Then we'll move to the next one, multiplying decimal by multiples of 100. So 100, 200, 300, 400, these are the multiples of 100. 500, 500, 600, 700, and 900. So you can also have 1100, 1200. They are all multiples of what? 100. So how do we do that? So that is what we're going to look at. So 0.356 by 200, all right, 0.356 by 200. So what we're going to do first is to move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and that is going to give us 35.6. That's what we have here. Then what you have there is 2 times 2, so that means 35.6 times 2. This gives 12. I mean the 1, 10 plus 1, you put your decimal point, that is 11, carry 1, 6 plus 6, 2 times 3, that is 6 plus 1, 71.2. I hope this is clear. All right, so let's start look at more examples. Let's look at more examples. If you're given this, you're given 2.5 times 400. 2.5 times 400. So for you to do this is very simple. What you're going to do is 2.5 times 100 times 4. So this is by 100. You move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So that gives us 250. All right, we've done that. Multiply by 4. So 4, this is 50. So 4 times 25, 25 times 4 will give us what? 100. Then we have 1 0 here. You add this 0, that is 1000. I hope this is clear. All right, so if that is the case, that is good. So that is, you can see this multiplied by multiples of 100. So in a case you have multiples of 100 again, like you have 7.65 times 1200. So this again the same thing, you can have it to be 7.65 times 100, this is 2 zeros, times 12. So this will move the decimal point 2 places, that will give us 765 times 12, then you multiply. So 765 times 12. So that is that on this. So this will give us 765 times 12. So 5 times 2, 5 times 2 times 5 is 10, you write 0, carry 1. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1, that is 13, you carry 1. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1, 15. So 1 times 5, 5, 6, 7. We add everything together. So this gives 0, 8, 11, 9. So the answer will be 9,180. How this is clear? So that is that on this. All right. So that is that on this. I hope you find this useful and helpful. So the next is to now move to challenge time. I think you have learned something today, so let's test your knowledge and see how far you can go with that. And if you have any problem with any of my explanation, feel free to ask in the group and I will respond to you, or the teacher that is attached to your class will respond to you appropriately. So we're going to meet in our next video. We look at another concept. We will see under multiplication of numbers. So we see under that. So next we're going to look at our problems that involves multiplication before we move to division. So we're going to say have a blessed day and bye for now. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you have access to other things that we have to that we usually review in this channel. So this is where we're going to stop today in this video. So we're going to meet you in the next class. Bye for now.